So we're here at 2209, 2205, and 2207 9th Street West. We're next to Franklin Park, near Franklin Elementary School and C.S. Porter Middle School. So this is our building 1, which we have 2 units here. They're both 1 bedrooms. One is fully accessible, so anyone in a wheelchair can move in tomorrow and have, be fully accessible to all the rooms in the building. And on the other side is Unit B, which is adaptable, which means it'd be a really quick switch. If somebody was in a wheelchair, we could fix it up so that they would be able to reach everything and scoot in under the kitchen sinks and that type of thing. So at the Housing Authority, we serve kind of 3 groups of folks: working families, disabled folks that are on fixed incomes, along with elderly people who are also on fixed incomes. So should we go in? Go check it out? One of the things that we tried to do that Peter mentioned is, build the site so that it fits in with the neighborhood, and we think that we were really successful in doing that. As you come down 9th Street, you see here this housing is 1 story, which fits in with most of the adjacent properties. The 2-story, the taller buildings are tucked back so that folks can still appreciate and enjoy the beautiful view of Mount Sentinel and also Franklin Park there in the distance. So we're really proud of being able to kind of situate the site so that it fits in with the neighborhood and still gets the density that we need to make it affordable.
I think this is really an asset to this area, and I just love that view on that one downstairs. Isn't that neat?
Oh, isn't it great? We were just saying that the views there really are priceless.
I would love to be in that one where you could watch the ditch and the kids at the park. Oh, wonderful.
Thanks for coming. Oh, that's nice. Go for it. No. So this is Unit 1A, and like I said, it's a fully accessible unit. You kind of walk into the kitchen. We have a nice little sitting area, nice closets, and the kitchen's fully accessible. So a lot of our folks, as I was saying, the seniors and the disabled folks need this, and they have it here in the midst of an existing neighborhood. I can show you, here's the kitchen, and you can see there's the roll-in sinks, which is necessary. We purposely tried to include bigger windows to really allow there to be plenty of light in the units. We don't have any lights on now. I don't know if... Show you this is kind of just the multi-purpose use room with the washer dryer that come with the units, along with the fully accessible bathroom, and a huge bedroom, which, I'm of course envious of, with the closet space and the really big, nice wood windows, double hung windows. One of the other things that the architects and us were able to work on is, as you can see, when you look out the bedroom window, you're not looking right into somebody else's living room. So although these homes are very close to one another, they're set off from each other so that you still maintain a sense of openness throughout the site. Each unit has a little storage area. It's about 25 square feet for their, extra rakes or anything that they need for their house, along with recreation equipment or anything like that. So there's a little bit of storage. The units are small, but we feel that what you can store is what you have. So we're hoping that folks won't feel too cramped here, but this is about a 500 square foot unit, so we're hoping that's enough for people. Some nice built-in shelves and some nice closet space. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Excuse
We're
us.
just doing a tour here. Thanks for coming.
Yes, they're wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, aren't they?
So let's take you over to building 2. So as you can see, we have the bollards that come on in the evening time to kind of keep the place well lit. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
See you later.
See ya.
This is Unit 1B, which is the adaptable unit. It's also a 1-bedroom. As you can see, we pulled in the entranceway to kind of combine in with the rest of the little community back here. Just another design feature that we're proud of, and it also kind of makes this this building look like a single-family home. We have double parking, so folks will have to pull in one behind each other here on both sides, and the accessible parking is right around the corner. We can go into building 2. Hi, Lori.
Decisions all the way through.
All right. So this is the building that we opened up for the grand opening. We'll see if there's any cake left. That's a great poster, courtesy of MMW. It just kind of shows the construction from, September 2005. Here we have a vacant lot. It's actually 6 lots, although only about 4 to 4.5 of them were buildable because the 5th and 6th, they're part of the irrigation ditch adjacent to us. But it started from nothing, and it's now 6 affordable housing units, which is something that we're proud of. And we had a number of different neighborhood meetings, 4 neighborhood meetings with folks here on 9th Street and the adjacent streets. Come on in. Pretty casual. We took care of the cake, huh? So here we had the big celebration with the cake and everything, and then just a little quick timeline that kind of shows you the Missoula Housing Authority purchased the property in 1998. In June of 2003, we started kind of officially thinking about the design of the site. We awarded the architectural contract to MMW Architects. In July, we started having neighborhood meetings. The first one, which Peter mentioned before as well, we could have put another building up front here, but it really became apparent to the neighborhood that they wanted the community maintained in the way that they were used to seeing it. So we pulled that building out, and then we just have the 3 that you see here at the first meeting. And then we went on later that summer and into the following 2 years, we had a number of other neighborhood meetings that we discussed everything from the open space and the landscaping and the types of shrubs to the building heights and the pitches of the roof and the colors of the buildings. So, we were really happy with the collaboration that we had with the community here, and for the most part, pretty supportive neighbors. So we have the kitchen here, and we have the uplighting and the downlighting on the cabinets, which is really an affordable way to light your kitchen, and we just think it looks great. Really usable space, really durable materials we try to use. These are, rental housing units, but we have a full-time maintenance staff that is phenomenal, and that's something that we pride ourselves as the Housing Authority, that our properties are going to continue to look good throughout the years. We use, good material that will withstand some of the durability issues that we have, and for the most part, we think that it's better to have a neighbor who is the Housing Authority, where we own the property and our offices are in town and you know how to reach us. We're a public agency, a public nonprofit, as opposed to having a landlord that you have to contact if the grass isn't mowed in California or somewhere and you can't ever get a hold of them. So we're pretty proud of our maintenance crew and also how accessible we are to both our clients and to the communities that we decided to develop here in Missoula. So nice little kitchen area, nice little dining area, a place for families to get together and enjoy their meals together. One of the other things is that you've heard from passerbyers talk about is the incredible view from these units in Building 2, and it's just something to die for. You look out onto Franklin Park, which recently you see Nicole, they're moving our sign. The festivities are about ending here, but there's the park there, and in the far corner is the new splash park, part of the city's water park. We can go outside if you'd like, just take a quick peek. And each unit has their own patio, which is divided here. Nice little cedar division, and then there's the storage units that each unit has as well. I'm not sure if that one's open. Is it? Great. About 25 square feet of storage, which we're hoping we could use as secure bike storage maybe. Great view. Peter, you want to talk about the fence a little bit?
The fence was purposely designed to protect kids from going into the irrigation ditch. There's been a lot of debate in Missoula on what the proper type of proper type of fence would be. In this case, we opted for one which, because of the vertical rails, there's no good place to get a foothold in there to be able to go over the top. But by being that open, any child that's on the other side can be seen by someone on this side, and it's low enough that you can vault over it to save the child, but it's not so low that a young child can make it over. So it's really we try to have a compromise between being able to see the activities on the ditch side and have access from adults or other supervisors who can really help the kids if something happens over there.
Yeah, and the good part about it is, from the user's perspective here, it doesn't impede the view or anything like that. So, it's a great compromise, I think.
Good compromise.
We got. So this is the 2-bedroom unit, and we don't really have a typical master bedroom, but both the bedrooms are pretty nice. And this is the view that I was saying. It's just incredible if you can get a nice shot of that. And you see Snowball in the background, and the rattlesnake, and all of North Missoula. It's pretty nice little view there. And then from this end, you have the park, and you can see it's a really well-used park. Lots of people playing. There's basketball courts, playground. We have this open space within the site, but at the same time, being adjacent to the park, it's like you can landscape this area. We'll have a picnic table outside and some bushes, but we didn't need to flatten it out and make it a huge water-guzzling lawn because we have this that our families can utilize, and that now the bridge they can access it safely, and the other families on the end of 9th Street can also access it. So this is one of the largest ditches in Missoula. I mean, it's really huge. It feeds into all sorts of other irrigation ditches in the area. So it was, it's quite an important piece, I think, to the whole project is that bridge. This is a bathroom. It's a great use of space, and just that we have a slide-out door which tucks in here, and then we have the vanity sink, kitchen sink, and or bathroom sink, and then the toilet and the shower are in the second room. So if you have a mom and a dad and 2 kids here, or more likely a single mother, single father with 2 kids, someone can be in the shower while someone's brushing their teeth. We just think it's a great design feature in building 2 especially. And this is the second bedroom. It's not a whole lot different than the first. We have great with the pitched roofs, the pitched roofs on the outsides of these buildings make the buildings seem smaller. So although there's 2 stories and we have a full, second story here from the outside, the roof line is below us. So they make the buildings seem to be like a 1.5 story looking building. And with that, you get all these great features and bedrooms of the different roof lines and stuff, which really is reminiscent of an older home. So it's brand new infill housing, but it seems like an existing home within the existing neighborhood. So this is building 3A. Thank you. And this is the 3-bedroom. So these are the largest units, and of course, they fit the most people in them. It's a nice big living room. Again, it's those nice big windows, double hung windows that enable you to get light from different directions in the room. Notice all the rooms have windows, so you're never clustered into a dark cave in any of these units. Another design feature we're really proud of. Let's see here, so the kitchen's over here. Similar layout to the unit that we were in before, although it's a little bit deeper in depth here, this 3-bedroom. So these folks there's actually 4 parking spaces tucked in here that are again double front to back parking. So there'll have to be a little coordination from families, whoever's leaving in the morning for work will have to park behind, but it's something that, enables us to get houses in, get density in, and make them affordable. So we're pretty proud of that. Let's see here. Like each unit has a washer dryer. In both building 2 and building 3, the washer dryer is in the bathroom here. And we have plenty, some nice cupboards and storage space for folks to use and enjoy the great kitchen. These bedrooms are quite a bit smaller, but hopefully you could fit, twin beds for kids in these units, and it would be adequate space. So each bedroom has a closet, of course, and then the nice big windows, which we have in each room. This is the second bedroom. This is definitely the smallest bedroom. Smallest bedroom by far. It would be great for a small child with a twin bed, and that's, That's probably all that would be really comfortable here. But again, it's got the nice big windows, the nice view. One of the things this project included is we vacated the alley. As you can see, there's this alley that ran behind our parcel, and it ended at the irrigation ditch. So it was virtually unused. We hear from the neighbors that teenagers and kids used to come and do wheelies here and play rough with their cars in this vacant lots. So we vacated the alley in collaboration with our neighbors across the way, so that our parcel pushed out an extra 10 feet and our neighbor's parcel pushed out an extra 10 feet as well, which gave us just a little bit more flexibility in parking and the garbage enclosure, which you see there, and the bike enclosure as well. With a site like this, we're expecting people to use, low-income families are not going to have multiple cars. It's an added expense that they can't afford. So we're expecting people to use multimodal transportation, including bikes. We're close to the bus route, and it's in walking distance to schools. And then the last bedroom's here. We got a nice linen closet, just a few little things that make it feel like home. Nice big windows again, and again, we have these great interior wall designs that are due to these incredible roof lines, but it really adds some uniqueness to these spaces and also some nice character, I think. Right around 2003, I believe, the Housing Authority, or I guess it was about 2001, sold 45 public housing units. And the selling of those units generated what we call the development fund. And at one point in time, it was about $4 million, which was solely generated from selling off public housing units many of which were 4 and 5 bedroom units, and our waiting list that we have just didn't have the need for those types of units. Or they were older and they needed a lot of long-term maintenance issues were coming up, and they just needed some TLC that it wasn't worth it for us to be putting it into those units. So what we did was we sold those units, we got this development fund, and since then we've been able to leverage that fund to build all sorts of different developments. This one included, we got the replacement housing factor funding for this, which is federal funds from HUD. It's based on a 10-year period. Part of the replacement housing factor funds is that you don't get as much maintenance money, the capital money, over the next few years. So we really had to use high-grade materials throughout the project so that it wouldn't need new cupboards in a few years or new doors in a few years. Other projects that development fund has spurred is the Valor House, which is for homeless veterans, 17 units off of Mullen Road, along with 16 units for homeless families over at Maclay Commons, which is right off Reserve Street. So we've been able to house low income folks who really need a stable and safe and secure place to live, hopefully for a temporary period of time, by selling off those public housing units and then also replacing some of our public housing stock. And of course, there'll be more affordable housing to come, but from the federal government and the administration continually is cutting some of these domestic programs such as HUD funding. So the Housing Authority is constantly looking for other funding sources, with the ability to leverage our development fund. We're looking at partnerships with other nonprofits and for-profit entities, including investors with tax credits, to build, develop, and maintain affordable housing for families. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today, and the weather looks like it broke. It's the 9th Street Public Housing Project. We're really proud of it here at the Housing Authority, and if you have any questions, feel free to give the Housing Authority a call to discuss, how we came about this with this development.